Let's talk about Poisson probability. So Poisson probability is a type of discrete distribution that focuses on the number of occurrences of a particular event over a specific period of time. And that last part there is what's really important, because if we're given a certain amount of time, that's what can lead us into knowing that we're dealing with Poisson. So for example, the number of customers who arrive at the store in an hour. We would have been given the average number of customers per hour. Let's say 100 customers per hour at this store. We can then find the probability that a certain number of customers arrive. The probability that 80 customers arrive in an hour. That at least 110 customers arrive in that hour. We can do all of that with Poisson probability. Now, sometimes we have to adjust the mean. You'll have to adjust the mean for it to correspond with the interval that you're working with. So basing it off that example of 100 customers per hour, what if we wanted to find the probability that 20 customers arrive in half an hour? We would then have to change the mean. The mean then becomes 50 customers per 30 minutes, right? Because we take the 100 divided by 2. If we are looking at a per minute standpoint, we would have to take the 100 divided by 60, and we get 1.67 customers per minute. So sometimes we have to make these adjustments to the mean depending on what we are working with. Now in Excel, here's the function that we will use. Equals Poisson.dist. And it's going to ask for 3 pieces. It will ask for the X, which is the number of occurrences. So how many customers are arriving? It'll ask for the mean, which we're going to want to make sure that it's in that correct interval, that correct amount of time. And then it's going to ask whether we want it to be cumulative or not. So that last part will be true or false. When we use true, what that's going to give us is the probability of our X or fewer. So if we put 10 in as our X and then typed in true for cumulative, that would give us the probability of 10 or fewer customers. Now, we could also use true if we need to know the probability of more than X. So the probability that more than 10 customers will arrive. And in that case, we would then also need to do 1 minus whatever this Excel function gives us. And that's how we can find the probability of more than the X number of occurrences. Now we would use false if we're looking for the probability of exactly X occurrences. So exactly 10 customers coming into the store.